When you're driving around and you want to hear a guy squawking, listen to me, baby, it's called Jive Talkin' shit. Ooh, baby, honey child. I'm gonna make you feel so wild, 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 wild. What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to episode 31 of Jive Talkin with Shane Diablo, one of the many places where you can go to find heavy metal and hard rock news, including our friend Eddie Junk in the Trunk. There's so many out there, so many websites and so many things, so all I would ask you is to just join along. You don't have to break up with any other channels or any other news websites you might go to. You could just maybe add this one in if you're feeling like it, if it feels like it's something that you want to do. I would welcome you all. Welcome. We have your comments at the end of the episode here. And to people that are tuning in maybe for the first time, I would say, if you want to get your comments on the next episode, and they are nice at least, or they're not, at least they're subliminally rude, you have to put your comments on the YouTube video for the episode, and then the following episode I shall read those. But if you're just listening on Spotify, you can also watch the video version on Spotify, or you can listen on Spotify, or you can watch the video version on YouTube. Quick lemon lime break. Did I just show that logo? I don't want to, if they're not going to buy me a house, I don't want to really. I'm a water drinker. I drink a hell of a lot of water. And for whatever reason, these kind of lemon limey type of drinks, they're very refreshing on the palate. Let's get into some news. You see this red-headed devil right here, this red-headed stepchild. This is Dave Mustain. He's going to say, I had to look at this article because it says, Megadeth, new album. I still have a couple of bands in my crosshairs that I'm going after. So I wanted to get into that and find out who's, there goes the keyboard saying, fuck off. It's probably a reminder to turn it off. Fuck off. Couple of bands in the crosshairs he wants to go after. I wanted to get into this article and find out exactly what he's going on about. Megadeth announced the new album, The Sick, The Dying, and The Dead this morning, alongside a rager of a new single called We'll Be Back. I am going to do that on the first listens coming up, so I'm not going to listen to it if it's available, because I do have that plan to do on the first listens. So what makes frontman Dave Mustain still want to put out such relentless heavy metal at all these years into his career? In an interview with Rolling Stone, he simply stated, well, I still have a couple of bands in my crosshairs that I'm going after. Holy banana cakes. Phone ringing back there, just fucking irritating. Mustain didn't elaborate any but I think we can probably guess which one he's referring to. Who's he referring to? Am I out of the loop? Mustain also clarified, is it Metallica? Who is it? Who's he pissed off about? Mustain also clarified that the album The Sick, The Dying, and The Dead was chosen prior to COVID, and while thinking of the children's rhyme, Ring Around the Rosies, pocket full of posies, ashes, they all fall down. Mustain once again referenced one of those bands that likely in his crosshair, saying, I wanted to add the Ring Around the Rosie rhyme into a song like we did in Go to Hell, where I said, now I lay me down to sleep, which oddly appeared on a Metallica song at the same time. That's weird. That is weird, because that was the, I'm thinking Metallica's did a little bit better than Megadeth's, right? That was Off to Never Neverland. Check out the full interview here with the okay. I thought there would be more story in there about who he was going to go after and who he wants to attack. Check out the full story here, and the pre-orders, The Sick and the Dying and the Dead, are available here. For how he feels about the record itself, Mustain stated this morning, for the first time in a long time, everything that we've needed on this record is right in place. I can't wait for the public to get a hold of this. The Sick, the Dying, the Dead features bass parts from Steve DiGiorgio of Testament, and is the first Megadeth record to feature drummer Dirk Verburen, ex-Soilwork. He's a damn good drummer. I got on the treadmill. I watched Megadeth at Grass Pop with James Lomenzo on bass and stuff. Fantastic. Fan-freaking-tastic. Hey, you know we're always going on and on around here about KISS. Well, this says, KISS manager, I think that's Doc McGhee, thinks that Ace Frehley, Peter Criss should participate in the band's final show. So let's see what's going on. KISS will eventually wind down the End of the Road tour and play their final ever show in New York City. KISS manager Doc McGhee believes the founding members of Ace Frehley and Peter Criss should be part of that final show, though he's not sure that'll happen. McGhee said in an interview with VW Music that KISS has been in contact with Frehley but hasn't spoken to Criss in a long time. McGhee added the hopes both can join the band in the final show, considering they helped found the band in 1973, but mentioned, you're not going to get 6 guys up there. You're not going to get 6 guys up there in makeup. That's not going to happen, right? Doc McGhee kind of sounds like that. Honestly, I don't know. You can invite them, but they may not come. They may come, they may not come, and we might not invite them. We've talked to them, and we've talked about it. Well, we talked to Peter, we talked to Ace. We haven't talked to Peter in a long time, but you know something? They were part of it. Yeah, no kidding. They were slightly part of that. They aided in starting the band, and they should be part of the end of this. They started this, so in some way they should be able to share that spotlight on the way out. Now, regardless if it happens or not, you're not going to get 6 guys up there in the makeup. That's not going to happen. Well, that's fine. Take Eric and Tommy out of it. One ceremonial, moment. It's the final KISS show in New York City. You put Peter back on the drums, or you get Eric, maybe set Peter Criss on Eric's lap or something, and you get one of them double neck guitars, and you let Tommy Thayer and them play it together, right? KISS frontman Gene Simmons has previously extended an invite to Frehley to join the band for encores, while Frehley said in 2019 interview that he would be down to play with KISS again for the right price. Ha-ha! Talking green beans, baby. I can't really do a good... is this Gene? Your frontman was previous. It would be nice. It would be nice to go back out again with them. Oh, no, this is Ace. I can't do an Ace. It would be nice to go back out again with them, but it's not my call. I think we have a really good relationship now. I text Paul back and forth, and we've worked together, as I have Gene. I would seriously consider it, but the money would have to be right. I'm not going to take Tommy Thayer's salary. It would certainly sell more tickets with me involved. I have a gut feeling it will happen. Yeah, I wish I had a good Ace Frehley for that, because I said, baby want it back, she want a rocket ride. I wish it said rocket ride in here, because then I could do that, but it doesn't. So there you have that. What say you, fine folks? What do you think about the KISS and the getting them back out there for one? I think that they will. I kind of feel like Ace Frehley and Peter Criss will at least show up to it, to come out on stage and wave and smile at everybody and do that stuff. Jon Bon Jovi. And no, this ain't going to be about the way he's singing and all that stuff, because it says Jon Bon Jovi wanted Living on the Prayer to rock a lot more. Almost cut it from the album. Whoa, we're halfway there. And he's saying, we're going to throw this on the floor. Nobody really argues with Desmond Child when he knows he's got a hit on his hands. You don't need to take our word for it. Just ask Aerosmith. Dude looks like a lady. He did the song Angel, and he did Crazy, Crazy by Aerosmith. What about Alice Cooper? You know Alice Cooper? Poison. Boom, ba-ga-boom. That girl is poison. Miss her, kiss her, love her. What about Joan Jett? I hate myself for loving you. Well, Desmond Child was the writer of Livin' on a Prayer. You can add Bon Jovi to that list as well. The Grammy award-winning songwriter helped the boys from New Jersey compose many of their hits, including You Give Love a Bad Name, Bad Medicine, and perhaps their biggest hit ever, Livin' on a Prayer. However, Child recently shared that prayer, and that's what we call it, it's such a huge song, we don't call it Livin' on a Prayer anymore, we just call it prayer, almost didn't make the cut for Bon Jovi's Slippery When Wet LP because the big man in charge wasn't exactly feeling it. That song had a majesty and kind of an upward lift that just exuded hope. And at the time, Jon Bon Jovi was thinking about making a more hard rock record. Child's, is it Child or Desmond Child? Yeah, Child recently told Rock Pages, so when we wrote the song, right, the song is a bit sentimental, it's a bit soft, and they said, I was hoping we could rock harder. And Richie Sambora and I literally got on our hands and knees, on our hands and knees, and begged him to record it. Half joking, but half for reals, like in RIL, like in real life stuff. Just recording it, see what happens. As soon as they started recording it, boom, bing bong, magic. And everyone felt it. And there was no way of turning back. The song has a life of its own. It really does. So many people, so many generations know the song. Sometimes they don't even know where the song came from or who the artist is. That song is one of those songs. Child continued by saying, what I love about going to see Bon Jovi is that you'll see people there from so many generations. You'll see the little babies, you'll see the little cutesy babies wearing little onesies and stuff. They got a bottle and stuff on their shoulders, and with their headphones on, and the parents are there rocking with their fists in the air. They almost dropped the baby twice. Jesus. And then grandparents are there. The great-grandparents are there. Really old people, people every color are there, for all walks of life. And when they sing that song, they put on lights. You can even hear the band playing it because you can't even hear the band playing it. I want to know why? Because everyone's screaming it too loud. We agree. It's hard to imagine Bon Jovi without their signature tune. Some songs are just once-in-a-lifetime works of art, and Livin' on a Prayer is definitely, Child's one of those songs. So there you have that. It was almost a stinker. Mr. Joe Bon Jovi here, I call him JBJ. But JBJ here, he almost threw it on the ground. That would have shit on half his career. Weird kind of an episode this time. I was looking for some stories, but my brain was completely erased from reality there for a while. So I don't know exactly what happened, but I saw this other story here. It's the restaurant lists of banned music, including death metal bands. I figured, death metal bands. When have you ever heard heavy metal in any restaurant would be my first question. But from these images here, it's got a big no circle through it with a line saying, no way. That looks like Dusty Birkenstein, the lead singer guy from Five Finger Death Punch. Of course, you've got Obituary. I know who that is. I'm escaping the name right now. You've got Nurgle from Behemoth. And you've got old Jamie Hetfield there, James Hetfield, in this image. But I wanted to see, if you're heading to Baldwin Street Grill, who cares about that? In Madison, Wisconsin, are you there? Have you been to Baldwin Street? You better watch out what you play. Well, unless you want to piss off the grill's sous chef, Paul Wildhoney. Ooh, Wildhoney, that's the perfect name for someone that works at a grill. Wildhoney, get the Wildhoney, and he's going to have a can of it. Before you goddamn know it, if this story exploded, he'd have Paul Wildhoney's barbecue sauce on the shelf next week. According to Metal Hammer, the Baldwin Street Grill lists a band of music was mostly a joke to poke fun at metal gatekeeping. Wild Honey said, oh, so he's a good spirit. Wild Honey said he posted the photo of the list online to get a few laughs, only to see it completely and totally blow up. I mean, it just blew up. The list includes overarching bans on bands like Five Finger Death Punch and Typo Negative. Two super specific ones like No Meshuggah, Gojira, Gatecreeper, or any new commercial death metal bands that sell skateboard decks. He's being fun. I like him. I'll go buy his barbecue sauce. Wild Honey, go do it. Go make it. All right, let's see his list here. It says, check the full list below, transcribed since the original is a little difficult to make out. No Weezer, no Pantera, no Dark Throne, no Dark Funeral, 1349, no Lacuna Coil, no Daft Punk, no Gorillaz. No album involving Chris Barnes. Jesus, so that's the first bit of the disc. That's all of 6 Feet Under and half of Cannibal Corpse. No Obituary, no Sublime, no Red Hot Chili Peppers. I agree with that. No Typo Negative, no Metallica, no Five Finger Death Punch, no pizza thrash of any kind. Yes, Anthrax's pizza thrash. This guy's fun. I like him. Absolutely no Beatles, no Meshuggah, Gojira, Gatecreeper, or any other new commercial death metal band that sells skate decks. No Death Haven, just listen to Alcest instead. They're good. If you're into the kind of avant-garde twists and turns of the kind of darkened, blackened metal stuff, Alcest, I would check them out. No Kenny G, yeah, but you're going to hear Kenny G. Go to any Fuddruckers or any kind of a burger joint where you sit down and you eat at it, and they have like glass cups that you would get ice in. You're going to hear a hell of a lot of Kenny G. No Malevolent Creation. I can't say those band names. For real though, no Weezer or Pantera. Can't say this enough. No Nirvana, no Foo Fighters, no Cattle Decapitation, no Machine Gun Kelly, no Slow Drive. Hey, we did Slow Dive on the first listens, I want to say. Oh, it says no Slow Dive, find better shoegaze. So I was right about calling them a shoegaze band. No Behemoth, no Ginger, no Slipknot, no White Trash Slam. I don't know what that is. No Carcass, post-Heartwork. Oh, okay, so he's saying after Heartwork, right? That's a great record. And no Patushka of any kind. No musicals, no folk punk. So he's just being fun. The guy was just being fun. Go get that barbecue sauce made, Will, honey. Honey, go get that barbecue sauce made. I saw this story and I says, hot potatoes, look at this, Beavis and Butthead. I've always said silently to myself, because I'm a music reaction channel, I always thought, man, if they got, what's his name, Mike Judd, to redo the and literally put out reaction videos on YouTube with Beavis and Butthead, it would be freaking huge, wouldn't it? Well, it says Beavis and Butthead will also react to YouTube, TikTok videos alongside music videos. So I would also throw out, please, do one of my videos. Pick one, any one, and please do that. Mike Judge, please do that. It was recently confirmed that all remastered episodes of Beavis and Butthead will feature the duo's classic commentary on the music videos of the day. Now, creator Mike Judge has confirmed in an interview with Consequence that the duo will also be reacting to popular YouTube and TikTok videos in both their upcoming Beavis and Butthead Do the Universe movie and ensuing series. That's what I like. YouTube clips and TikTok just sort of came up, said Judd. Like, well, he kind of sounds like Hank Hill, doesn't he?
Bobby?
Okay, let's see if we can do this.
Like, there's just so much to watch. We were limited to music videos on MTV, but the world is cluttered with so much videos now. Now, whatever the demographic that was watched music videos in the 90s is probably watching this kind of TikTok stuff. And we will all watch YouTube.
Judge later joked that it's
hard that it looks to write.
It's harder than it looks to write Beavis and Butthead. I'm getting too caught up in my Hank Hill voice that sounds like shit. Harder than it looks to write Beavis and Butthead because they're so dumb. But mentioned that he's very happy with how the 2022 version of the duo came out. In meantime, check out the trailer for Beavis and Butthead Do the Universe, due out June 23rd on Paramount Plus. Describes the movie as... Is this going to be on Paramount Plus? Paramount Plus describes the movie as such. In perhaps the dumbest space movie ever made, Beavis and Butthead are sentenced to space camp by a creative judge in 1998, leading to a trip on the space shuttle with predictably disastrous results. After going through a black hole, they reemerge in our time, where they look for love, misuse iPhones, and are hunted by the deep state. Spoiler, they don't score. Yeah, we got a score. Is there anyone in the world that can do a good Beavis and Butthead? Everyone you see, you almost clench your ass cheeks tight as a whistle. Anytime you hear anyone trying to do them, you go, God, stop doing that. Let's get away from this dude as quickly as possible. Just a mental note to all you guys. See, I just did it, and your assholes tightened up, and you were clenching them, going, Shane, stop. Stop doing the Beavis and Butthead stuff. That's what I'm saying, is if you go to a party and you want to show how great you are at this party, and you do impressions of Beavis and Butthead, instantly people say, run away, delete his phone number, don't talk to him no more. Let's see what this thing's.
T-minus 10, 9.
Yeah, it's going to be on Paramount Plus. I got a few things to say about that.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Ignition.
All right, they go into space. I'm telling you, man, they're going to zap me. Gotta do this. Yeah. Oh my God. I don't want to watch any more of that, guys, because if you see that this is clipped out, it's because they want to take a 40-minute video and they want to monetize the 30 seconds we did there. Paramount Plus. I'd like to take a moment to talk about this. This is where this new Beavis and Butthead movie is going to be on. I have the Paramount Plus, and the reason for that is because if you don't know, I'm a huge fan of reality TV shows. The Mole, The Amazing Race, Survivor. I bought the Paramount Plus with commercials for $50 for the year, and I watch my Survivor episodes. I just finished up 42, so I want to give Marianne an applause. You did it, girl. You did it. She really wowed us at the end there, because I was like, I think you were kind of a goat all the way. You did a couple of tricks in there, okay, Marianne, but I don't know if you got it. And then she pulled out a hidden immunity island and says, I never needed to use this because these jackasses were going to take me anyways. And I said, Marianne. So I'm gearing up for episode 43. Here's my problem with Paramount Plus. It is, and you Google this, you'll see it everywhere. It freezes constantly. I can go out of the Paramount Plus and Netflix, works fine. Amazon Prime, works fine. Hulu, works fine. Go back to Paramount Plus, jittery, lagging, stopping, pausing, the commercials, it's just... So, I guess this is a straight call to Paramount people. Fix that shit. It is irritating. I tried for 2 days to watch the final episode of Survivor 42. 2 days. All I needed was 2 hours time for that app to work. So you go ahead, maybe you've got a better internet connection. I don't want to lay it all on Paramount Plus and then find out I got a bad cord around here or something. But it sure is weird that every other app on my damn TV works perfectly fine. That doesn't. Anyways, sorry, Jesus, what's my problem? Maybe I need to have a drink of, look at this guy with the beard drinking a Coca-Cola Zero and playing the drums for a minute. Hold on. That's good. Is that the little Batushka? What's his name? This pillow he's got here. Isn't that little fella, that little Russian fella hangs out with, he's like 18 years old, but he's the size of a armadillo or something, and everyone thinks he's cute. What's his name? I can't remember. I follow this guy on Instagram, and I don't know his name, but he's an amazing kick-ass drummer. And I love watching drummers. I'm not so much playing the drums anymore. I've just lost my spirit for it, at least for now. But I love watching drummers on Instagram. And I watch this guy, and this guy is got finesse and speed, and he's intricate and amazing. And I wanted to see what this was at. I couldn't find this one. But what's his name? El Estepario Siberiano. El Estepario Siberiano. My God, man. They're going to have the video down here, but let's get into the story. We're all friends here, so I'm going to be blunt. There is some crazy shit on the internet. Want to see a platypus lip sync raining blood? Oh, I do want to see that. The internet has got that. Want to hear death metal version of Like a Virgin? Yes, that too. I want to see that. Yep, the internet has got that too. And now I'm awed to even say the internet has this. El Estepario Siberiano. He must be an Italian fella. Literally a human drum machine who posts insane videos to his YouTube and TikTok accounts. Would you guys tell him that I think he's great, please? Recently, Siberiano was dared by a viewer to play Slipknot's Eyeless from their 1999 debut LP using only one hand. Play Eyeless by Slipknot with one hand if you're a man, is how Siberiano addresses the clip in the intro. Now, that request right there, that's crazy talk, son. I'm 99% sure it can be done, but we're going to find out, so let's go. And then he plays, I think he does Duality too. That was the one I was looking for. Is this Eyeless? I don't know. Yes. Let's see.
Now, that request right there, that's crazy talk, son. I'm 99% sure it can be done, but we're going to find out, so let's go.
This guy's great. Look at that. And he's winking. Fantastic. I mean, what's his handle? Yeah, El Estepario Siberiano. Do you see that? He's got 1.2 million followers on this channel, and every single damn thing he does. See, he's got Busta Rhymes here, Sharp Dressed Man, Dragon Force. I mean, he's amazing. I mean, he's on such a higher level than I would ever be, and I could ever be. And it's all finesse, man. He knows how to do it. So go check that out. Because he does Duality as well. Or maybe that was another story that I was thinking. But didn't Muse, like the band Muse, do Duality recently? I think that's what I'm thinking of. Anywho, it's time to get into your comments, your opinions, your stuff here. I don't know how long this episode is, and I apologize with all the misspeakings and the misreadings and stuff like that. I'm just not a smart person. And I've embraced that. Okay? So let's get into it. Dave J. Peck. Hey Shane, I always look forward to your video on Saturday afternoon. On a side note, that bass solo from Kingdom Come the other day was painful. Yeah, he was going to go for a bit of Metallica there, a little Cliff Burton, and then so you heard like 3 notes where he's like, and then he kind of, oh god, no, that's a bad idea. Give up the good work. I will give it up, and I'll give you a heart. I'll give it up, and I'll keep it up as well. Thank you, Dave. And then there you go. There's the Fonz again. Best part, 3737. And I bet you it's where I'm saying that the Fonz is a great dude. Look at who's here. This is kind of the go-to master of all things Paul Stanley and... Yep. Oh, Jesus. My heavens. What I'm learning is that's not a good idea to do that. But I do it anyways. So there you go. Fonz, you're getting a heart. There you go. Okay, now, Janet Brewster, I think I've got a request coming up, and this says Ned. Hey, Shane D. Ned from Spain a-calling. I wanted to send you some video, a bunch of Argentinian brothers. Gauchos de Acero, like steel cowboys, from when they were like kids to mature players. Excellent. I will check that out at another time, my friend. Thank you. So, Nad, here's what I would say to you. Quit using Janet's email. Set your own up. You go to Google, you set up your email, and then you can do exactly what Janet Brewster's doing, okay? I don't know who Janet Brewster is in correlation to you, but if you keep using her email, she's going to get mad at you when you go to one of them saucy websites, and then it says, "Hey, Ned, you haven't been around coochiecoochiebangbang.com for a while. We just wanted to see how you're doing." So make sure you fix that. Johan Lundqvist. Hey, make a video where you comment on Motley Crue live performance at the stadium tour. Well, spoiler alert, I just did that on Friday. So it's already out there for you, Johan. Or Johan? Would that be Johan? Yes, Johan Lundqvist. There you go, buddy. And I'll give you a thumb up on that because you got a good brain on you. Because I decided we're doing girls on that video. We're not being rude. Everyone says I'm rude in my video autopsies. Why are you got to be so rude? Or maybe they say, "Why you gotta be so mean?" Or what is that song? Anthony Dawson here. Shane D, the man, video autopsies on the KISS 60-minute interview. It's pretty fun. Oh! Is this like a recent thing that they did? I'm going to go watch. You're getting a heart for that. I need to know if that's if it's most recent. Miss Althea coming in. The dumbstruck fool says, Quiet Riot's music had nuance. No disrespect to Frankie, Kevin, and the band in general, but come on, man. It was party time heavy metal music. It was. Some people get mad at me when I say that there's only like two or three, maybe 4 songs on that Mental Health album that's good. The rest of it's not all that great, at least to me. But yeah, it was just fun time, hard rockin' music. You got the spandex pants on and the metal face mask, and you just bang it up. Still Miss Althea here. I had absolutely no clue that Dio was the same age as my mother, who is recognizing her 80th birthday as I write this today, 6/18/22. Happy birthday, dear. Maybe I should say it louder. Happy birthday, dear. Had he not passed, I am pretty sure he would still be rocking it out and throwing up the iconic horns to the last. Yes, I agree. Stephen Piercy tells amusing stories in his book of how, in Rat's very early days, Wendy Dio liked to parade him around clubs, or promo events as arm candy. But he swears to God and Ronnie that nothing physical ever happened between them. I am intrigued. Oh, Stephen. I'm not even going to go into that. I'm not even going to do that because I want to go, don't worry about Ronnie, baby. He's not going to be back for hours. He can't even open the door. He can't reach the doorknob. Let's see. Still Miss Althea here. Bonus points for pulling fish heads, roly-poly fish heads out of the vault. Eat 'em up. Yum. I have not heard that spewed out of anyone's mouth in 40 plus years, and man, was that video disturbing. Yeah, I do remember that video. That's when MTV was just throwing anything that they had on. They're like, roll that video, killed the radio star again. Jesus, we're running out of shit. Fun tidbit, a member of Barnes and Barnes, the duo responsible for said disturbing video, was Billy Mummy, best known for his role as Will Robinson on Lost in Space. Oh, wow. What did he do? Start taking LSD or something? Here's Miss Althea again. Another bits here. I heard one of the DJs on Octane talking about the young girl doing Holy Roller, and I couldn't help but seek out the clip. It did not do anything to help me like Spirit Box, and I had a good laugh at the shots of people in the audience covering their ears. And I think that Katy Perry's song you were doing is Firework. Baby, you're a firework
Come and watch your colors burst. Make them go, oh, oh, oh.
Yeah, I know some of Katy Perry's stuff. I initially went in just purely attracted to her because I think she's amazingly gorgeous. And then the song started hitting with me. Roar, Firework, You Make Me Feel Like I'm Living a Teenage Dream. The way you turn me on and I don't ever, I'm down. I'm down. You don't have songs on Spotify that are in the billions, and she does. She's got YouTube videos and songs that are in the billions on YouTube, without it trickling into old heavy metal guys, old dad types like myself. There you go. You're getting the heart and the thumb, Miss Althea. I'm sorry, but that's going to happen. Ed Kleiner. Alive and Well original release is on Amazon Prime Music. Listening right now. Okay, so that's the Quiet Riot record where they got all back together again. All right, thank you for that, my friend. I'm going to hit that with a heart and move down here because Ed Kleiner is here again. Chuck Wright played bass on the song Metal Health and Don't Want to Let You Go on Metal Health album. Thought it was always Rudy Sarzo on that album completely. Yeah. Because Rudy Sarzo, I had a friend with my conversation with my friend Jeremy about this. The dude's been in 1,000 bands, but he hasn't been on very many records, I mean, not any of the classic big bangers. He's been in Whitesnake and Quiet Riot and Ozzy Osbourne and everything else. And every time you go, oh, where's all Rudy's writing credits? Nope, he don't. Yeah, he doesn't get it. Thought it was always Rudy Sarzo on that album completely. Chuck played more with QR later. Just some info. Learned this on their Now You're Here, Here's No Way Back movie. And Rehab is an awesome album. What is this? Now You're Here and there's no and they're here and there's no way back movie. What's that? Is that a Quiet Riot documentary? And Rehab is an awesome album. Okay, I'll have to go in and listen to that. Ad Kleiner, there you go. Bang. Heart. Mike Buchanan coming in. No song, no comments, slow claps in lowercase. Thank you. Is that like one of these? Slow clap. Lowercase. I saw this is Mike Buchanan here. I saw the story about Quiet Riot from their social media. It's sad that this happened to the band, happens to bands, and they don't get any input or money. I am looking forward to hearing the new Quiet Riot album. Anyone else shocked? This is also Mike Buchanan. I should pause. I am looking forward to the new Quiet Riot album. Say! Anyone else shocked as to how old RJD would have been? I just heard Dio's song Hide in the Rainbow from the soundtrack for Iron Eagle. What? The Top Gun wannabe movie. Oh, yeah. Iron Eagle. Did that have, oh, God, what's his name? Oh, God. I want to say Iron Eagle was the one that had, not Scatman Crothers. He was in, he was the guy with The Shining in The Shining, but the guy that was in Jaws 3, and he was in Sailor and a Gentleman, Officer and a Gentleman, and I can't remember, Jesus. But I remembered liking that movie, Iron Eagle. Better than Top Gun, if I remember right. Okay. Go Alice Ranger. Go Alice Ranger. 2 albums. Woohoo! He's referring to the fact that Alice Cooper is going to keep rocking until, well, he might be rocking in the coffin. When they nail that lid shut, you'll hear him down there going, yeah, for years and years and generations to come. But he's got 2 new albums that are going to be popping out in the next year or so. So Mike Buchanan's happy about that. Still Mike Buchanan here. I get the Metallica thing, but how about a new album instead? Yeah, the Musician. Yeah, I like that last record they put out. Was that the Death Magnetic? That one wasn't too bad to me, but I'm out of the loop. I followed them up until pretty much till Saint Anger. And then after that, I lost friendships over that one because I was like, this record's just not good to my ears. The snare, everything about it just doesn't hit me. I don't like it. And some people were mad about that. They because you got some real Metallica nuts out there. Still Mike Buchanan, the new Gwar album, The New Dark Ages, is really good. Go check it out. And yes, there's not much that can top a live Gwar show. And for your Jive Talkin joke of the week, hey, what happens if you eat yeast and shoe polish? You'll rise and shine, of course. My God. Michael, you got 2 replies under here. You've had 2 people reply to that. Maybe that's something, too, where you start seeing people popping up and doing some... And then our buddy Oscar here. He's coming in. Wendy needs to get a job and contribute to society. Oh, they are not hard to find these days. Perhaps a greeter at a store, plop her down in a chair in the audiovisual section. This is me husband, Deo. Are you looking into a nice Samsung today? Look at me little fella's face on there. Do you see that little fella's face on there? That's me husband. Oh, he's a very lovely guy. Oh, he's dead. Maybe hologram Ronnie could be beamed next to her. I'm telling you, great minds think alike. She gets that hologram. What's it going to take to get you into this nice Vizio TV today? And, Ronnie hologram pops in and says, buy the fucking thing. And then oh shit, all right. That's all I got for that, guys. You finding fantastic freaks out there. I thank you so much, as always, for your courtesy, your kindness, and your support. And man, a lot of you guys have been around such a long time, and the channel's really starting to see some action. And the only way I really know this for sure is because you start to get the jerks that start to get you don't know anything. This is the channel's more of an investigation of heavy metal and hard rock. Hard rock and heavy metal is not dead to me. There's shit tons of it out there to investigate and explore. I like that you guys get in there and do research and here's what I found about the band and everything else. So I thank you very much, and you guys are the best people on the internet. So anyone that doesn't hang around us, well, they can just kiss off. Let's go for it. Let's see what we can do here. Nope. Let's get a nice punky thing going here. Do you want to jive? 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 Jive in a hive. Do you want to jive? That's more rap. Jive, jive, jive with Shane. Jive, jive, jive it, jive it, jive it, drive it, driving you crazy. Jive talking with the Shane motherfucking D. Jive talking, get your hard rockin' heavy metal news for free.